that age.
Russia, I'm sorry.
No.
Russia and President Putin have been misrepresented by the American press and by the government. What does Russia think that America wants?
Oh, well, you know, again, it's difficult for me to say what Russia thinks, but what public opinion polls tend to show is that the overwhelming majority of Russians believe the United States to be the most threatening country to their lives. In other words, they believe that if the United States could, it would wipe them out. And that if the United States people say, you know, American president, that we would like to see a strong, democratic Russia. Nah, that's not true. They don't want to see a strong Russia. They want to see a weak Russia. In fact, they'd like Russia to fall apart like the Soviet Union did. That's what they really want. They want to take over our wealth, our natural resources, our oil and our gas and our metal. That's what they want. That is the feeling about most people. That's what they say.
What reasons do they have to feel that way?
I would say it's what they're more or less told by the media.
The Russian media?
Of course. Of course. By Russian television, which is very anti-American.
Why?
Why is it anti-American? Well, because, I believe I said this at the beginning of our meeting, because the leadership of Russia in the person of Mr. Putin does not believe that you can trust the United States. He said this. You know, there was a time when Putin was seriously discussing joining the European Union and becoming part of NATO. He was told point blank, no, we don't want you guys. You're too big, you're too this, you're too that. No. So the door was slammed in his face. They had certain agreements that were not respected. And the NATO issue is one of them. So his feeling, and you know, he's a guy, I know him relatively well. That is to say, I've spoken to him twice for 1 hour, one-on-one. And he's a tough cookie. But he's not stupid. And he feels very strongly. He said, you cannot trust them. They're just figuring out a way to, to screw you. That's what they're doing. And, you know, his reasons are, he'll say, well, look at this, look at this, look at this. And he said, look at Ukraine. There was a deal made on the 22nd of February, 2014. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of Germany, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of France, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Poland were all there. They signed the guarantee. And then what do? They backed off, and they let the revolution happen, and they all went that way. And I'd been promised that this was the way it would happen gradually, that there would be normal elections. And so he said, how can you trust them?
Are you in sympathy with Putin on that?
I don't like him.
Why not?
I don't like him. He's not my cup of tea. I just, you know, he's not a pal. I understand what look, he's a patriot. He feels very strongly about his country. He wants it to be a great, strong country. In that sense, you know, he's just as much of a patriot as Reagan was, of America. He's much more intelligent than Reagan, but that's a different thing. But he can be very cold and quite ruthless. I don't like him because I don't think he's a kind man at all. And because I think that he's an unforgiving man.
Is he vindictive?
Huh?
Is he vindictive?
I think so.
In what way?
Well, you say something publicly about him that he really dislikes, and you're going to have problems. I'm not going to put you in jail. No. But, you know, if you're in the media, you're going to have problems.